Okay, so in this training I'm going to show you a simple pricing model to initially build your coaching business and get in cash quickly, and then how you scale it. One thing that with, like I said, with coaches, they're trying to do too many things, trying to launch, they haven't got less than 2-3k a month, but they're trying to build a membership, trying to do this, trying to do that, and it's too much. You really need just a real basic simple. So when we look at there's 3 levels. There's 2 to 5k, so 0 to 2k, 2 to 5k, and then 5k plus. Okay, and it's pretty much a simple pricing model for you. So in 0 to 2k, you just need one offer. I talk about this a lot in the one method, which is one program offer. Okay, so one offer, and that offer, keep it simple. So what I do with my clients is recommend is that keep it like 6 months, 1-to-1. I know you get a lot of things saying, I should be doing groups and you can scale. If yours below 2-3k a month, and you haven't got a consistency, you haven't started getting paying clients yet, or you haven't got a consistency in getting paying clients every month, you're not consistently above that, then just setting a 6-month 1-to-1 is the easiest thing you can do, because there's a pricing thing. What you do is you just do 6 times 200, whether that's £200 here in the UK or $200 if you're in America. So 6 times £200, $200 a month. This does one thing for you. One, you're only setting then a £200 program rather than trying to set a £1,200 program or trying to set a £1,000 program, right? So straight away the mindset for you in terms of confidence in setting something is easier. Also, people see you can actually talk about the whole benefits of the 6 months, but when you're talking about as a payment of 6 times 200, then the perceived value is a lot higher at that stage for their first payment, which would be 200. So, and also for 6 months, what this does is this builds recurring income. And what I mean by recurring income, if you're not sure what that means, is that if you have 3 people sign up for 6 months at £200 or $200, okay, then for the next, you have £600 coming in, but for the next 5 months afterwards, before you do anything else, you've got £600 coming in every single month for the next 5 months. So it takes a bit of a weight off the shoulders. It means the next month you go, oh great, I've got that now, I've got that coming in, and again your confidence builds. So it builds up that recurring income. It's not recurring as in constantly ongoing, because obviously if you don't do anything for the next 6 months, you're going to be back to exactly where you are. But it gives you a bit of leeway, a bit of money coming in, that you can start building your coaching business the right way. And then what you do as well, so 6 months, well, you offer 6 times £200 a month, or a one-off fee, a one-off price of £1,000 or $1,000. Right. So what this is good is it's a decent size discount. It means they're getting 20% discount if they pay up front. You don't have to worry about trying to upsell, if you like, to a bigger payment, because you just say, well, I've got this option 6 times 200. But if you want 20% discount, you can pay up front and pay £1,000, and you say get 20% discount and it's all up paid. But you'll be surprised how many people then will take you up on the offer, because it's such a good offer. But also what it does is, at this stage of, if you're here at 0 to 2k, then what it does is this here brings in large amounts of cash initially. So it means you might think, well, I need to actually bring in sort of 2k minimum this month to get start getting moving forward. Well, it's great, because you might sell 3, and 2 of them would take you might sell 4. 2 of them might take, 3 of them might take the 2 of them might take the 6 times 200. So you've got 400 coming in, but 2 of them might take the 1,000, and then you've got 2,400 coming in straight away. in that month. Obviously you haven't got the recurring income when you do this, but it gives you that sort of a bigger injection of cash at the start when you need it. And that's what you do until you get to that consistency. Right now I've got over 2k coming in, so you do that for 3 months maybe, and you've now got, for the next sort of 3 to 6 months, you then got you've got over 2k coming in over the next sort of 3 months. Then you can start looking at the next sort of stage of 2 to 5k. And at this point, when you're above 2k consistently, the mindset is you go more into abundant mode actually. So you're out of survival mode and more in abundant mode, which means it's actually easier to you attract clients better because you're in abundant mode rather than a survival mode, and you attract the better type of client. So at this stage, you can then, this same program that you did, and in my coaching things, even in the Get Clients Quickly program, we show you how to create a 6-month program easily. But you can create this and then move it into a group program. So you move it into a group program, and you start small groups at the same price point. So even though it could be a small group of 6 people, 8 people, 12 people, and you might think, like, how do I get 12 people into a group? I've tried that before. Because you've been in here and setting this for the last 3 months, your confidence will be a lot higher, and because of that, now setting a group program at that price point will be a lot easier, because you'll be a lot more confident around doing it and have a lot more clarity about it. You'll have testimonials from your one-to-one clients. You'll have people talking about things. You'll have people that they know that now want to do it. So the knock-on effect is all good. So at this point, you can then go into a group program and set it at the same price point. 6 times 200. So 6 times 200, or £1,000 as a one-off, and set it as that same price point. I say, because you're more confidence, more testimonials from one-to-ones, it'll be easy. And at this point as well, so as you now introduce the things, so the one question that will come up in your mind is, well, if I'm setting the group program now at that same price point, why would someone join the group and not join my one-to-one? Well, at this point, because you're more in abundant mode, what you do is you double the price of your one-to-one. So it's exactly, so you haven't got to create any new programs, you just double the price of it. So it now goes to 6 times 400 per month, or 2,000 as a one-off. And you've got to make excuses. You might think, well, I'm not about to, but this is the time to do it, because your confidence will be higher. All of these ones that say, look at your price and go, oh, you need to raise your prices because the value and stuff like that, is all a load of rubbish. You've got to do it at the right point. So if you've now got a good price point, because if people see you've got the group program at that price, it makes sense that your one-to-one will be at that price. So they will tell themselves what the value is. You don't have to show that, oh my god, I need to show double the value because I'm double the pricing. You don't need to do that at all. They will see that because they've seen that the group program is at that price, so the one-to-one price, double that price. Absolute makes sense. And that's the time to do it. That's the time when your advert is not just you know your value, so you're going to charge what you're worth and stuff like that. This is the way you do it, and this is how you start. So you're blending. If we go from here, where you're building your coaching business, and over here you're scaling your coaching business, what you're doing in this bit in here now is blending the two and making that movement over to the two. And this is the way you do it. And then once you get to, so once you've got people in your group program, you've got some one-to-one coming in, and you're at least 3 months, you're consistently above the 5k mark now you've got to look at going, right, well, how do I scale this? Because you'll realize at this point that if you carry on, you're going to burn yourself out, or you'll spend a lot of time doing one-to-ones or group stuff. So now it's like, how do you scale it, right? And then you scale it using, and then I'm going to talk about what I call a yes model. And yes model is Scaling a one-to-many program that is in the Y is your time. So it means that it doesn't mean that to do a program now, to have a yes kind program, you don't need to, you can't, it's got to be on your time. It's got to be like, it takes you less time and it's not using up all of your time. So you make sure, so your lifestyle choice is a lot better here. It's just around your life and whatever it is. You're not going to take you loads of time to deliver it. And then the E is it evergreen, so people can join it at any time, and it doesn't need a starting point. Like if you're in the group program, you really need to everyone to start at the same point. For yes program, it's evergreen, so it can start any time. And the S is it scalable? So what I mean is, yes, so if you have a group program and I said to you, 100 people are going to join it overnight, is that scalable? So I have the Get Clients Quickly program, and if 100 people joined it overnight, not a problem. And so it's completely scalable, it's evergreen, people can join it anytime, and because of its coaching calls, group coaching calls, and daily emails with action points, then it means, and one monthly masterclass, then it means it's in line with my time and around my world that I want to create. So with this one, this is introduce, at this point you introduce a high value but low investment membership, and you don't lose, you don't all of a sudden stop doing these, you carry on doing these. So now you've got 3 really good, really solid products in your mix. You've got this high value, low cost membership. So I've got the Get Clients Quickly program, which is at $6 a week only to join it. The group program for me, I've got the Building Scale, which is now £500 a month. So over time, you will increase the price of this, but over time. And then my one-to-one, which is £1,000 a month to work one-to-one with me. So you end up with 3 really powerful models that people at different levels can join you, and that's how then you scale it. And this is the perfect pricing model to do it gradually over time. So it will take 9 months to do this, but that's the best, easiest way to do it, rather than trying to launch right at the start. If you're trying to launch all of these right at the start and charge this point, you just, which you probably have tried to do, and a lot of coaches try, that's where you get completely stuck. So it's doing it in the order, doing it in here first of all, getting here for 3 months, doing this for 3 months, and then after 6 months you can then launch this, and you're well away then to having 10k months. And then what will happen is over time is your higher value low cost membership now, so this here will start picking up and picking up and picking up and picking up members, and the income, and all of a sudden that will be earning between over 5k plus on its own. And then you can start then going, well, actually now I'm going to do less one-to-one stuff, and even concentrate on giving even more value to my members who are in here. And the group stuff, you can even then look at going, well, actually now we can price that at a different price point for the group stuff, because we've got the income coming in from this automatically every month. And the great thing about your high value, low cost, low investment membership is it's completely recurring. So every month, every month you've got that money coming in, that money. Yes, you're going to lose some members each month, and you're going to gain some, etc. It's going to base out, but you're increasing your recurring income every single month, so that you start the month, and that's how you scale, that you know that you start the month with 5k plus month coming in, and then you can step up to 10k plus month, and then etc, etc, etc. But this is the most simplest pricing model for you to start with.